So I got a request to do a Silver Crown video here, with setup, but just showing out like around the garage and stuff. So I'm gonna do this kind of quick. We're just gonna start with the Richmond baseline provided by iRacing. Um, Steering ratio, I usually leave it at 10, but that's a preference thing. If you want to go higher or lower, lower is gonna be quicker steering, higher is slower. The offset, I usually just aim to have the wheel straight, driving down, up the straightaway. That will have to change if you start messing with the toes. Front brake bias, I always keep this probably around 50 to 55, but it's not, a short track. It matters a lot more than a bigger track where you don't brake. So we'll just leave it at 53 for now. And I always start testing using the default weather, just so we can come back for doing another session. We have to worry about the weather being different, affecting your time, so we have an effective way to compare them. So when the baseline's set, we'll just go do a few laps and then come on in and make some changes to it. Alright, I just did a few laps because, I can already tell this thing's extremely tight, so we're going back in the garage. And so for something like this, we're very tight off the corners, and the gearing, we're not pulling enough RPMs, so we're going to switch the gearing. Let's go to a 412, so we can better, because with this car, it makes almost all of its power up top right before red line. So you want to bounce it off the limiter, but you want it pretty close to, or hitting the limiter right at the end of the straightaway, basically. And we could probably go down in fuel, but we'll check those numbers later. Okay, the crossweight here. That's a lot of crossweight. Just for an overall balance thing in this car. It's just like any other oval car, higher crossweight is going to be more understeer, tighter, lower, looser. You also have stagger adjustments here. So specifically the rear, more stagger will help turn the car more, especially on throttle. It's kind of weird though. I found in iRacing, the shorter the track, the less stagger you kind of want to run, because it gives you, if you run too much, it's too much on throttle oversteer. So I'll probably just leave this at 2. We'll probably just adjust my crossweight here. Alright, we take some cross out. You want to keep the ride heights as pretty much as high in the rear end as you can for more downforce. In the front end, we're going to change in a second here. Also, these cambers should be maxed out. This car doesn't have enough camber to... there's not enough camber adjustments here to run too much. So you always want these guys maxed out. And this thing was a plowing and exit, so we're just going to take... we're going to take the left front, rebound out. That will help with the understeer on exit. And the other thing we're going to do, we're going to try to do fuel real quick. We're going to look at our remaining fuel at the start finish line to start, and then we'll see what we finish with, and we can do some simple math, figure it out, how much we're using per lap. Alright, I just did an extra lap for fuel there. So we'll take the fuel here in a second. So we're burning about 0.3-ish a lap, so we're gonna need 24 gallons. That should do just fine. And that was a lot better, obviously, than the first run. Turned a lot better. Still not great, but what we can do though is make a spring change. And a easy way I do it, for if you're worried about the front end bottoming out, is I edit my camera. I'll go to rear chase. I bring up the camera editing tool and I'll edit the camera so I can see the front splitter or valence, whatever you want to call this. And we can watch it run the track to see in the quarters how much room we have. I don't have any telemetry stuff installed, so this is a quick and easy way to do it. For me at least. Not going to be exactly precise, but it gets, close enough. Alright, we get the left front is a little high, but right front's sealing pretty good. Always make sure you save your setups. I've done that before where you make adjustments and you forget where you were. So what we're going to do, we can just go down here. Some left front, do that. Fix the right height. And yeah, fix the toes. With the tire pressures, this is there's two tires for this car. It's a short track tire and which is on all the short tracks up to a mile long. And then you have a speedway tire, which is on every track a mile or longer. Pretty much for the short track tire, these are like the tire pressures I always run. I never mess with them. And then on the bigger tracks, I always use 20-30 PSI. Those just seem to be optimal. I'm also going to take out this car just generally does not like rebound in the rear end at all, ever. And we're going to take some cross out. There we go. And also, there's a weight jacker here. So on track, you can adjust this to try to help with the balance if you are struggling. If you go up on the weight jacker, that is going to make you tighter. Going down on the weight jacker makes you looser. So down takes cross out, up puts cross in. Actually, what I'm probably going to race on Monday, so. But I feel pretty good with this right now. It's pretty late, so hope this helps. But I'll try to make a more detailed video later when I get some more time. But if you have any questions, just leave a comment, and I'll try to get back to you.